Welcome back to another episode of Warehouse and Operations as a Career. I'm Marty, and today we're diving into two of the many responsibilities that every warehouse and operations associate really must understand and accept. Whether you're a seasoned worker or just kind of starting out, understanding and owning these responsibilities can make a world of difference in your career. We're talking about safety and the time clock. Two areas that are important for the smooth operation of any warehouse or facility. Let's kick off with safety, a topic that should always be at the forefront of our minds. Safety isn't just a set of rules or guidelines that's handed down by management. It's a fundamental responsibility that every employee must take seriously. In a warehouse environment where the pace is fast and the stakes are high, overlooking safety can have dire consequences for the company and our teammates as well as ourselves. Safety is everyone's responsibility, from the top of the organization down to that new boot that started today. It's not just about protecting yourself, it's about looking out for your coworkers too. When everyone is focused on safety, the whole team benefits. But why exactly is safety such a shared responsibility? I think it has to be a culture within ourselves and a culture within our groups. I do have 4 thoughts on it though. Number 1, the collective well-being. In a warehouse, everyone's actions impact everyone else. One person's mistake can lead to accidents that affect multiple people. For an example, if the unloader or lumper doesn't properly stack the pallet that he or she is creating, like leaving cases hanging over too far or not locking the cases in, utilizing the proper tie-high, but rather column stacks the freight or even builds the pallet on a bad or broken wood, with bad runners or planks and stages it for the receiver to tag, or the runner to run to the aisles and then the forklift operator to rack it, and no one catches that error? Well, we could be looking at a near-miss opportunity or even a serious accident should, the cases fall or the pallet breaks. When each employee is focused on safety, the entire workplace becomes safer. What else have I got? Efficiency and productivity. A safe workplace is an efficient workplace. Incidences and accidents lead to downtime, which in turn affects productivity. By adhering to safety protocols, employees ensure that all the operations run smoothly, without unnecessary interruptions due to near misses, injuries, or accidents. Then, of course, you have the legal and financial repercussions. Safety violations can result in serious legal and financial consequences for both the company and the employees that are involved. By taking personal responsibility for safety, employees help avoid costly fines, lawsuits, and lost time. We've all been trained, and we must follow and abide by that training. Our foremost daily goal has to be for our team and each of us to return home as we left for our loved ones. Then you have what I like to call the moral responsibility. Beyond the legal and financial aspects, there's a moral responsibility to ensure that everyone goes home safely at the end of the day. No job is worth putting your health or life at risk, and no one should have to worry about being injured at work. 1 second, one bad decision can change a life. So how can you, as an employee, prioritize safety in your daily task? Here's a few key practices. We'll need to follow established procedures. Always follow the safety protocols and procedures that's been put in place. These are designed to protect you and your coworkers. And we have to use the right equipment. Make sure that you're using the correct equipment for the job and that it's in good working order. Think of your pre-trip there. Don't take shortcuts by using tools or machines that aren't appropriate for the task at hand. And I want to reiterate that we as professional warehouse persons know not to ever and will not ever get on a piece of powered equipment or use a machine or tool that we have not been trained on and certified to operate. And then it's so important to stay aware of your surroundings. Always be aware of what's happening around you. Pay attention to potential hazards and don't hesitate to address them or report them to your supervisor. Remember the old saying, look before moving that first inch. And then we have to communicate. If you see something unsafe, speak up. Whether it's a spill that needs cleaning or a machine that isn't functioning properly, your voice could prevent an accident. Sometimes I hear, usually after an incident, that so-and-so was driving too fast all day, or so-and-so didn't know what he or she was doing, yet when asked why nothing was said, I hear things like, well, I didn't want to snitch or rat on them, or well, they were trying, I guess. Please, if you have a thought or are concerned about something, say it, and say it loudly. It is our responsibility as a team member. Safety is drilled into us at the point of hire, every day during our training and at our daily shift startup meetings, yet some associates seem to think of time or productivity, or just our thoughts of outside of work issues like family, sports, or worries, draw from our focus while on the job. Please stay focused on the task at hand. Safety is our number one priority. Okay, I could talk about our responsibilities with safety for an hour, but we got to move on. Now let's talk about another responsibility that might seem straightforward, but is incredibly important. Our responsibility with the time clock. Punching in and out might seem like a routine task, but it plays an important role in the operation of the warehouse. The accuracy of payroll, which is our pay, and even some legal compliance. You may ask, why does everyone in management throw such a fit regarding the time clock? Well, here's 4 reasons I came up with off the top of my head. Number 1 is accuracy in payroll. The time clock is the tool used to track our hours worked, which directly affects payroll. If we don't punch in and out correctly, it can lead to discrepancies in that pay. This can cause frustration, disputes, and unnecessary delays in getting us paid accurately. I know one manager's thoughts are that if we can't handle properly punching in and out on the clock, then how can he feel assured that we can properly complete the task that he assigns us? He kind of has a point. Anyway, where's my next bullet point? Oh, legal compliance. Time clock records are often considered legal documents. They can be used in audits or legal proceedings to verify hours worked. Inaccuracies, whether intentional or accidental, can lead to serious consequences, including fines for the company or legal action against individuals. And then number 3, management's time. When employees forget to punch in or out, it creates additional work for managers. They have to spend time tracking down the missing information, making corrections, and ensuring everything aligns correctly with the payroll system. This not only takes time away from their other responsibilities, but can also lead to errors in the correction process. Payroll systems is like anything else. The more hands in it, or the more times it's touched, is more opportunities for human errors. And then number 4, fairness and accountability. Proper time clock management ensures that everyone is treated fairly. It prevents situations where some employees may be unintentionally working more hours than they're compensated for, or others may be underreporting their hours. Accurate timekeeping is a matter of fairness and accountability for everyone on the team. Again, it's our responsibility. Here are 4 best practices that were given to me like 20 years ago by a payroll supervisor I had way too much interaction with every Monday morning. She turned out to be one of my many mentors throughout my career. Be consistent. Always punch in and out at the beginning and end of your shift and in and out for lunch. And remember at breaks as well if you're required to do so. Double check. After you punch in or out, take a moment to verify that your entry was recorded correctly. Many systems will give you a confirmation. Make sure you see it before you turn around and walk away. Report issues immediately. And this is an important one. We're human, but if you forget to punch in or out, or if you notice an error, report it to your supervisor as soon as possible. The sooner it's addressed, the easier it's going to be to correct. And then it's important to understand the system. Make sure you're familiar with the time clock system that your workplace uses. Whether it's a physical clock, a digital system, or maybe even an app, know how to use it correctly. Again, all of this is our responsibility. Safety and the time clock may seem like basic responsibilities, but they are foundational to the success of any warehouse operation. By taking these responsibilities seriously, you contribute not only to your own well-being and career success, but also to the overall efficiency and safety of your workplace. Remember, in the world of warehouse and operations, every action you take has a ripple effect. Make sure that your impact is a positive one. Well, I'd like to thank each of you for tuning in today. Send us any comments and/or topic suggestions to warehouseandoperationsasacareer.com and we'll get you some answers or more information. Until next time, stay safe and keep those time clocks accurate.